Hi guys, welcome to another episode of It Lurks Below. My name is Wilfred, and in today's video I'd like to play a little bit of the Paladin with the new patch as well. So there has been quite a lot of things happening in It Lurks Below, the game developed by Mr. David Brevik. The main thing is that the level cap has been increased to 100, and also the not only do we have normal and nightmare difficulties, but there's hell and inferno as well. So things are getting quite interesting. I'm quite excited to see how much will be done before this game is exiting the early access, so you guys got to dive in and have a go as well. There aren't really a lot of changes with regard to the survival part of the game, which quite a number of us are hoping survival will be less harsh and so on. So we'll see, and if I run into any survival difficulties problem again, I'll share with you, or I manage to find ways to get around it. I'll be very happy to share that with you as well. But having said that, I've deleted my Paladin and I recreated another one. So I'm hoping that by doing so, that would be more reasonable, because sometimes the game's been changed, things are being scaled up, or seeds or whatever meats are being placed somewhere in some level that you could have been missed as well. Some of the quests gave you additional food that you didn't get to enjoy when you play the game in the earlier patch. So things like that. So I've created a brand new Paladin again, and now the leveling is so fast that it's a little bit shocking. But now it's level 16 is wonderful, because I could talk a little bit about the what are some of the ancient artifacts that I'm having. But I'll have to do it fast as well, because I can't talk and then play the game, and after that everything slowed down. I can't afford it. The survival part of the game is still very much as it is. So I'm going to play a little bit of Paladin right now here. This is the base I have. Paladin has a few ancient items. I'd like to share that with you. Before that, there's a seed that I can plant. Let me just plant something first. That's priority is still the same. Survival is number one. So there is the pure boot is the one that gives you the ability to just dash everywhere, consecrate the ground, that purifies the enemy. So my niece, 8 years old, came by today and asked me, what are those little things that you see on the ground? Then I said, well, those are consecration. And then she asked, what is consecration? Well, according to the tooltip, is to purify the enemies, but what exactly does it do? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But anyway, then there's another one. It's a Bracer of Justice that pull all the enemies around through the blocks, and it's kind of very interesting. It immune to damage for 1 second, and the chance to have an additional attack, kind of thing. So it is a very interesting thing, and my niece was looking at the how my Paladin works inside. Oh, you squash the enemies like kick. I say, why kick? But maybe just that her way of thinking, kicks, you can squash them, one-shot them and so on. Maybe she wants to say that Paladin is a bit overpowering. And there's another one, the Tomb of Atonement. This is the one that you have little magical damage around it. I think it's almost like the Bard, if I remember. Last time Bard had something like that as well. I don't know whether it's as powerful as the Bard's one or not, but it is what it is. Then there's something called Divine Bulwark, which is again when you kill a purified enemy. So I guess that is jokes aside with my niece, I think if you consecrate the ground and you kill a purified enemy, you have a chance to heal yourself as well. So yeah, maybe it's a good thing. And I've also looted something that is not my class, but it's kind of useful. It's called Cauterize, which is every time I critically hit, I gain regen for 5 seconds, as well as another one called Life Force. Every time when I kill, have a 25% chance to heal 5% of my hit points. So all in all, kind of interesting. Can't wait to see what other things I will be having. The moon is coming up, by the way. Ooh, look like our moon. So she was saying that, oh, are these NPC? I was quite surprised that an 8 years old girl know what is NPC. So non-player class. I was like, oh, okay. And then she looked at this guy and said, how come Santa is green in color? Kids ask some of these things, and I just can't answer them all. And the last question she asked was what's the point of killing all these monsters? I really don't know. I just see them and I kill them, and how do you explain to an 8 years old kid why you keep killing the monster below? I really don't know. So yeah, maybe she asked the right question. It's like, why are you doing all these things? It's just pointless. Why are you killing the monster? Anyway, okay, so I've got quite a fair bit of food around, and but before I do that, let me just clear my inventory, because I left in a hurry. My nieces were like, you know, having to, last day of spring, by the way, my nieces was like having to like meet their parents again. So I have to like leave the place, and oh yeah, one thing she was asking is like, meanwhile I was having my stamina went down, and then I said I have to drink a coffee right now. Then she would laugh at, why do you drink a coffee in the middle of your fight? I said, well, I have to, because that's how I stay awake. I'm sure those of you who have kids kind of know kids sometimes say it's really the really cutest thing. I mean, we all love them. Don't we all? Okay, now the whatever, coffee aside, whatever, then I'm just going to clear my inventory a little bit so as to do something. All right. What have I sold? Yeah. Okay, so some of this I would like to put it into the banker. Something that I don't use it right now. I probably have to think about this one instead. I'm not quite sure whether I use it or not, but there's awfully a lot of like health potion. I may have overloaded a little bit, but I don't sleep these days. You guys know that because of how punishing the whole game is with regard to the starvation system. So there's no point really to sleep. To sleep is basically a waste of energy and time, because you could actually just, you know, heal yourself with potion and keep yourself awake with coffee, because the moment you sleep it's almost like, you know, wasted opportunity to do something, or you know, find some crop somewhere, which is a lot more important than sleeping. Unfortunately, this game has changed into something like that. So I need to make some food, otherwise I'll starve, and I don't want to get starved. So let's see, burger is always my favorite. Let's see, have 3 burgers, and the okay, raw meat, and some of this work in progress stuff. I can have some like stewed carrot. So yep, that's it. That's about it. I could put everything back there, I suppose. I've got quite a lot of food actually. After playing this game for a while, I get so worked up with the fact that, you know, you could have no food, and when you have no food, you die, right? So I become very, very like paranoid. I just keep getting food everywhere. Okay, so now enough talking. Let's do some fighting here. So on this side, there's a lot of mobs. So good thing about this whole what is it called, the Bracer of Justice, is that you can pull the mobs around here. You see, these are the one that, you know, just like a bard, it's fantastic. And I can pull enemy here, and yep. So that is the gist of it. So yep, that's what my niece was saying. I squashed them like a cake. Yeah. So I'll just go over there. Whoa. And then she keeps saying, "Are these torches?" Yeah. Well, are these like no? She didn't say torches. I don't know what she's saying. Yeah, I forgot. Well, there's coffee there. I want to get some coffee. Okay, so I got stuck there. I'm just thinking whether there's some mobs that I've running out of torches. But I'm quite surprised that 8-year-old girl kind of like know what's happening with this game, or at least like kind of like have some level of like appreciation of what doing this game. What are we doing this game for? Kind of thing. Yeah. So I squashed them like a cake. Oh man, I'm hungry again. So yeah, she was saying that why are you having all this like yellow thing around you? Well, I'm hungry. I have to eat. Then she was laughing like, what, you need to eat so much so often? I mean, kind of think of it, it's kind of weird. I mean, you eat so much like hamburger like every other moment. It's kind of weird. Alright, so there's one over there. Oh, they have meat. Oos have meat as well. I mean, this is a very, it's a huge, very good mobility. This whole, this Paladin, I love it. It's sad that some of the range doesn't really have the kind of mobility. Purified. Well, okay, it's a. I don't know whether you guys can appreciate or not, but Metallica has an album long time ago. I can't remember what was it called. It's one of those weird albums that many people don't like. And there's one song called "Purify Me." And whenever I play Paladin, I can't keep thinking about the song, the "Purify Me" song. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, more rune. That's good. I'm having a ring, by the way. I've sort of every time I crit, I suffer a crit hit, I gain immunity. I thought it's quite good. I don't know. I got no time to read. There's a problem. Carrot, plant seed. So drop everything you're doing and plant seed. There's the #1 thing that you should do. People ask me how to survive in this game. Well, I mean, it is really dropping everything you do just to play the survival game. That's one way. And collect all these things so that. Alright, so that's important. Okay, plant seed. Carrot is good. Tomato I can't plant anymore. Cabbage I can plant. So just keep planting seed. However small thing, you can always keep yourself. Put all the food away. I wish there was a big fridge that just for me to organize food, because food is so important in this game. I forget about gear, right? The gear. Better gear, whatnot gear. I mean, yeah, sure, it make you happy, but without food, you're dead. So I strongly suggest that you guys should always think about food. Topmost priority. Forget about reading gear or reading whatever, that 1%, whatever percent that you're going to improve. It's not going to make or break your game, but no food, bye-bye, that's it. You can't really do anything. Poison damage, gold fine. I'm not into gold fine, so let's see. Okay, so some of them I could put it back there. See, I'm hungry again. So my niece was right. It's why are you hungry all the time? Why? So if a kid finds it strange, I think suffice to say, she has a good reason to ask the question. I can sell this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna eat another hamburger. Okay, I better take something out from the. Well, I'm sure I have the opportunity to do that in a bit. So this one here, I'm not doing poison damage. This is a lightning kind of thingy. I'm Thor. So let me just keep it there first. I have some food here. Feed me for 9, right? So the mushroom that feed you for very little, I find it better to just sell it off because it gives you a little bit more gold effectively. Because I don't think I'll run into a food problem anytime soon-ish kind of thing. But it's always good to be cautious. There's nothing wrong to over kind of paranoid with the survival mode, because the moment you run out of food, that's it, end of story. The character dies. So let me just go back in. Huh? Okay. I always confuse between the stone and the forge. All right. So let's continue. There are more mobs. That's just blessing. Do I need blessing? Well, why not just do some blessing? Let me just drink some coffee before going into battle. Oh, I love it. They're dead before they even come to me. Alright, more coffee. I mean, the Paladin is actually quite an interesting class, but just that all these grounds are so unstable. I level up again, isn't it wonderful? Ooh, there's some gold somewhere. I could think a little bit, but I really don't have time to think. There's a problem. This game is forcing you to really think on your feet all the time. Oh man. Alright. Lovely. Lovely. Oh no, I thought I've done it. Done. Good. Man, I mean, it's just so very annoying. It's hungry again. Let me see. I thought I've seen the. Where is the treasure box? I thought it said I'm done with the dungeon. Oh, there's a mushroom there. Mushroom is the most important thing. They give you food. Some of them do, at least. Okay, let's eat again. When would this end? Well, that's a boss time. So I think, so I can see why descent mode is more attractive, because it's very disruptive trying to get all these things sorted. Okay, so this is the boss time, and there's nothing in. Okay, nothing here. So I need to go back again, get myself prepared for the boss. Man, I mean, melee is not really that good against bosses. Let me see, not identified yet. Let me sell this thing. And first day of summer. I have a hamburger, I have some food, I have some potion, I have some seed I cannot use. I've got the. So this is a unique, by the way, a unique gem that I have. Crystal, not gem. Why gem? It's not part of exile. Okay, do I have seeds that I can plant? Oh, I can sunflower seed to do it. Forget about boss for the moment. I do have some seed that I can. Nope, I don't have any seed that I can use. Okay, just put it there first. I'll think about that in just a bit. So I'm gonna plant this and okay, good. Oh yeah. Man, I always do that. It's so annoying. Because you have to right click the character to talk to them. And and very like, yeah. Because shift right click is to sell items, and it's just that sometimes you just do one thing too fast and it become like what you see just now. Okay, let me plant something first, and I'm ready for the boss, I hope. And I'll wrap up this video. Huh? How come I cannot the 5? What is this? Have I eaten something? Oh man, I wasn't able to plant it. Maybe it wasn't for planting. I don't know. What a waste. Sunflower seed, I think. Maybe it wasn't for planting. My bad. My bad. Okay, I can have one berry pie that will heal me, so that's good for boss fights. So yeah, let's do it, man. No point dilly dally. I think I hope I have enough gear to do the thing. Let's just do a blessing. If I'm not blasted, let's do a blessing here. Maybe I do one of them, two of them, maybe one of them, and then I eat some one berry pie later on. Let's go. It's really sucks to you play a melee character. It's how am I going to maybe let's do this. Well, that was dumb. man, this is like so dumb. Well, it's gonna beam me. If it was a melee character, this one would have like finished really fast. That's it. That was really dumb. Anyway. Well, I'm just calling it as it is. I know you guys are all a fan of Brevik. I am also a fan as well, but it's just weird. Okay, let's see what I've got. I've got some seed. Number one priority is what? Plant seeds. Yes. I can make some building, which is good. This is identified. These are level 12. I got level 15 items. So I've done this quest completed, and I go into IC area. Yeah, so that's it. End of story. Right. So that's the first boss for my Paladin. So priority number one is what? Like I say, plant seed. Most important thing. Forget about everything you do. Okay, so this is okay, so this is good. And now of course I could learn the, how do I learn things? I can build something here. Shaped stone brick and wheat bushel kind of beam. So now the problem now is that there aren't really a lot of wheat around. I can go out and try to see, and there's not enough brick. Shaped stone brick, right? So if you look at shaped stone brick, what are these things? Shaped stone bricks are the one that is shaped stone brick is the copperstone. So I need to have the copperstone to make this two. So I need 30 copperstone. That's fine. I know where are they. The only thing is the wheat bushel is the one that I don't have. So the what I could do I have enough wood? I still have quite a lot of wood. I can chop these trees, by the way. Now, all these things I'm doing, I'm not like doing survival, right? Because the time spent not killing monster is a time spent that you don't have any like opportunity to find seed or find meat, and that's why I don't like the survival mode as of now, because it's just too harsh. It doesn't really facilitate the exploration time to read anything that you want. You can't do that. So it's just one of those things. No, I don't have anything. Normally, sometimes I do see some like bushel things around it. But yeah, there's one here. So I have one, but that's all I have. Or maybe I have it in my bank, to be honest. I may not have, may not be that bad. Let me see. Yeah, I have two, so it's still not enough. So I don't know, as and when I have it, then I'll do it. And nothing I can plant right now. Ooh, I get new crops to be. So there is yet another bushel that I could put it in. So I need another two more. Two is not hard to get. So now I just it's a matter of just like patience, and sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. So yeah, to pay attention to what you can plant, and that is a survival for you. The rest of it is not that hard. The hard part is it's just surviving the whole thing. All right, so now I hope you enjoy this short episode. Well, it's about half an hour, so I hope you enjoy this episode, and I'll definitely come back with more It Lurks Below. Looks like a pretty neat game. I mean, the fact that there's quite a lot of patches that is being done is you never see anything like so much thing going on with the game development, and you got to like got to witness how the thing goes. So yeah, if you have any question or whatever request, do drop me a note, and I'll try to answer you. All right, see you next time. Goodbye.